Hi, I'm Mike Tenney, host of Pop Culture Catechism, and this is Awaken the Word, a reading from the Holy Gospel according to Matthew. You have heard that it was said, an eye for an eye and a tooth for a tooth. But I say to you, do not resist an evildoer. But if anyone strikes you on the right cheek, turn the other also. And if anybody wants to sue you and take your coat, give your cloak as well. And if anyone forces you to go 1 mile, go also the 2nd mile. Give to everyone who begs from you, and do not refuse anyone who wants to borrow from you. Woo, this is one of those gospel passages that'll get you in trouble. This is that like straight up Jesus fire where it's like, whoa, I don't know if I can handle this, if I can deal with this. This is a radical way of living. Somebody hits you and you turn the other cheek. Somebody is forcing you to go 1 mile with them, go 2. Like, go along with your abuser. It seems like you're enabling the abuse and allowing somebody to trample on you. And a lot of times you'll hear homilies about this and they'll say, oh, he's using hyperbole. He doesn't really mean that. But then if you look at how Jesus actually lived, this is how Jesus actually lived. And then you look at the early Christians and the apostles and the martyrs and a lot of the saints, and this is how they actually lived. And so, no, I'm not saying you should always let people walk all over you. I think there is a time and a place to stand up, especially for the innocent, especially if you're protecting someone else. And, you know, in our church, we have rules about self-defense and just war that can be justified. But we shouldn't dismiss Jesus's words too quickly and just say, he's just speaking with hyperbole. He's just exaggerating, because that's how Jesus actually lived. And on my show, Pop Culture Catechism, a lot of times we talk about how the gospel intersects with pop culture. There's a show out right now called Ted Lasso. It's about an American football coach, plays American football or coaches American football, and he goes to England to coach soccer, or British football as they call it there. And it's all these sophisticated upper crust people in England, and then this like country bumpkin from the United States, and they're all like out to get him. But he actually, in a very Christ-like way, just kind of takes their abuse and keeps loving them. And he actually changes their hearts by his sacrificial love. And it's a very Jesus story. And there's something about when someone mistreats you and you kind of go overboard in your generosity towards them, it really can change hearts. And there's so many stories I've seen like that in my own life and lots of stories through history. We shouldn't be too quick to dismiss the radical love of Jesus. So this is one to pray about. And this is one to think about, especially with those people in your life that sometimes don't always treat you right. So take this to prayer and wrestle with it. It's challenging words from our Lord. I have been Mike Tenney. This has been Awaken the Word.